shouldn't have picked it up. I shouldn't have picked it up. I lost $2 for it. I looked in my pants pocket in the front.
They can't take it into next Tuesday.
When's it over? When did it got started?
Next Tuesday.
What we stuffed in the ear?
King Kong.
Yeah, it's King. Oh yeah. Was it going standing like this or what? Like this?
Yep.
Sits in like this? Hey, what do you know? I'm just... Nerve. Why do they put some writing on the back of these so they know how to use it?
Or,
Well, how'd you get to be starting
yeah,
on?
till next Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many pages is it? I must be in here. I'm not doing that yet. I'm a smart one. Here's what we ought to do. Why's that thing moving? Jason, this stuff is moving.
I know, it's automatic.
Are there 2 minutes now? What should I do?
The land I couldn't find.
Here's the machine. I was about to say that.
What's that?
T.
Oh, okay. It's that over there in the bottom. Down.
Are we gonna go through the front?
You bet.
What's it right here?
That's just part of the Hopewell.
Yeah, Mark. Those are the breeds too. Yes, Mark. You're right.
I'm smart.
No, you're not.
Now, what's that?
Look what you threw away. You threw this way, but I got
What are these numbers?
They put one in the end of the big one.
Who?
Is this where we're supposed to put it? So I have to get. Uh-oh, you remember I saw
Where?
She has to make a
This is my floor now. Here's here.
It's just on.
It's not David. Oh, you're in jail? Right there. That's mine. No, she's going to.
Yeah, it went on your other page. You go over there and you start on it right now. All right. Settle. Go, fellas. Go, fellas, now. When you have tags, what was this right here about? When you're very good with the tags. When you have them, like you get to bring them. Don't do that. Because that's when you're in trouble. Write it down. Make sure that's where they stay. I don't hear anything about it. Of course, you brought it in. Good. Go, sit down. Need to take attendance. We need to do fluoride yet. Tony? Come on, let's go, people. Who has the sheet?
powerful British Navy gave the enemy a great advantage. The ships of the British could carry their army anywhere along the American coast. My tiny regular army could not possibly defend every American port. On the other hand, I knew from his expression in the French Indian War, the British Army moved slowly on land. I also knew it could be beaten. I proved that he stayed on one jump ahead of the slow-moving British by quick retreats. Meanwhile, I waited and prayed for the French to send a large fleet of warships to America. I hoped them to trap the British while the French Navy prevented them from escaping. My prayers came true at Yorktown, Virginia. Then I became the first president of the United States. The end.
The life of a spy, the colonial spy. It started in Boston. The Sons of Liberty had me go to Parliament to spy on them. They said in the paper that with a new punishment for the tea massacre, I got to go to Parliament. I had thought of a plan to get in. I shot a gun a few times. That got their attention. They ran to where the shots were heard and left their post. I got in Parliament. I passed a British soldier. I struck him with my gun. He was out cold. I stole his powdered wig. I passed Gage nervously. I got sweaty palms, a lump in my throat. I am probably allergic to him. I sat in a throne where a guy said, "We ought to punish them for the tea massacre." The messenger who gives them to King George. I left the room. I had to get the letter. I killed the Tory. It is like killing a slug, except a bigger one. I wrote something else. I wrote, "We must lower the tea tax." I gave it to George. "Such foolish laws," he said. "Gage, go to Boston." I went with the ship. They found out about me. They locked me up for mutineering. If I'm doing mutineering, what are they doing? They put me with John Hancock. We thought of a plan. He came over. John grabbed him. I got the keys. I said, we got out. We sunk the ship. Man the lifeboats, Gage and Hancock. Boats. Yeah. Gage and Hancock were about to were about to fight. Gage got John Hancock down. I swung down from the mast and punched Gage. I shot a hole in their boat, and I shot some loyalists. Gage got to Boston. Did we let the colonists down? We started to row. We got to Boston. Gage was a mile ahead of us. We took a shortcut and I dug a pit. John put some grass on the top. We waited in the trees. We pulled a tree down and tied it to a tree stump. John cut the rope. The tree swung over and hit some redcoats and fell in the pit. Some fell in the pit. Gage and 35 British soldiers. He seized a small fraction of Boston. I got in and freed some people from jail. We took 4 patriots. We took 4 redcoats for prisoners. We made an ambush. We pulled a net on the British soldiers, but they got out and put us in jail with Samuel Adams and took me to England and put me in jail for half a year. Samuel Adams rescued me from the English. I became a general and one of the Sons of Liberty.
I'm General Gage. I gave the orders in the Revolutionary War in America in 1774. I was appointed governor and commander-in-chief of appointing of Massachusetts. Although I and my American wife were very popular, I found the people increasing defying. In April 1775, I heard that they were collecting military weapons at Clemont, and I ordered a detachment of the troop and seized the supplies. My soldiers were fired on at Lexington and Quinine and suffered hardly losses. 2 months later, I ordered the attack on Red Hill in the Battle of Brazzer Hill, but I was so costly that it led to my recall.
I'm George Washington. I'm telling about the winning of the war. From the beginning of the war, I knew the British Navy gave the enemy a great advantage. The British ship carried their army anywhere along the coast of America. My army could not guard every American port. I knew that the British army moved slowly, so it could be beaten. I knew that if my army would retreat after we attacked the slow-moving British, there could be a chance that we might win. I prayed that France would send warships to America, so if we attacked the British, they might escape, but the warships that France would send over will stop them leaving the harbor. My prayers came true. At Virginia on September 28, 1781, I surrounded Lord Cornwallis' army. On October 19th, Cornwallis' 8,000 men surrendered. February 4, 1789, I became President of the United States.
I think we should have a special tea party. Oh, hi Penelope.
Hi.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, I would.
May bring some tea over. This is my maid, Nikki, and this is my doorman, Stephanie. Why did you come over?
Because I need to talk to you about
What about?
tax on the tea and the coffee.
Oh, I already know. Did you know that tea is going up to $3 tax?
No?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's going to go even higher.
Well, did you know that coffee now costs $30?
No.
Isn't that terrible?
Yes.
I'm going to get us out of this mess.
How?
By writing letters to the king and asking him to lower the prices. Would you like to help?
Yes. Well,
Let's start now.
okay. Pour yourself some tea. Well, I'll go get some pen and paper. right, let's see. What should we write to him?
Dear King, would you please go to Texas?
Dear King, we do not like prices. Very good for learning this. No. We spelled the word.
Now remember, ladies, we gotta get all these letters out by tomorrow. I wish they would kill King George and get rid of General Gage.
Me too.
I guess so. Me too. But paying taxes now, my husband has to sell all of our cattle.
General George is so boring. He's not very nice at all. He makes us pay the highest taxes in the world.
I wish we didn't have to pay taxes.
Really. That's just too much money. Our poor husbands don't have any money to pay him.
My husband's on his job because the harbor being closed down. We had to sell most of our clothes just to get the money.
I've been seeing people standing around eating nothing but trash because King George hasn't been letting the pipes get paid for the food and stuff.
We ain't got much money left. We've been rolling fish. I haven't had a fish in a month.
We need to do something about that King George.
Really.
I'm glad they're going to be going to war today.
It's about time. I just opened the barn thing that hurt all the other ones that hurt.
King George is very mean. He makes us pay the sex taxes and gives our husbands other jobs, like closing the harbor and stuff like that.
Threw my husband out and he was wanted out. Because we made the laws and he kicked him out of the job. Now we don't have no money.
I'll take the letters.
She do all the hours. Be sure they know what to do.
I want you to go to Massachusetts and tell those hot-headed communists you're gonna govern Massachusetts. You have to take your men over to Boston and when you guys, if there's a shot started, that's gonna start the revolutionary war. Okay. Tea, ladies. Okay. Now, polish my horse, Dad, and bring it back in 5 minutes. Got that? Horse, ladies. Thank you. Now it should be off. Ready, men? Deal. Fire!
are you holding us prisoners? Is it the first city you think of?
Yes, yes, it is, Hancock. Well, for the truth, the king sent me to overcome you.
And is that why you shut off all the harbors and so no fishing could be done?
I can do whatever I please, Hancock.
Yeah, well, I really think you and your king are really stupid.
Well, well, just see. If we ever have that war, we'll be sure to win.
Yeah, if we really could, we could do it. Good day, Gage.
Fine, ha, despicable idiot.
And 7 months later, when the war started, now Stephanie Redmond will play the part of Samuel Adams, and Nikki Klaus will play the part of Paul Reed.
Don't fire, let's fire upon. But if they won't let it begin here.
Yes, Samuel Adams is right.
So it ended up someone fired and the colonists won the war.
Tea. There is a ship full of tea from England in our harbor. I'm sorry to get off the subject, but we must worry about General Gage before anything else.
Yes, Hancock is right. Gage is running our time.
But if we give her a tea, maybe Gage will leave Boston. That chance.
Suppose we could try, don't you think, Adams?
Of course, Paul, I'm the one who said it. Maybe in a way you're both right.
Excuse me, but it's all over town that General Gage left, and I have believed that it was true.
The little message boy just said that Gage left Boston.
Oh, really? I doubt it. Then let's go out and celebrate, for we are once again free.
Hello, I'm Francis Marion. Mr. Pressler asked me. I was a member of the South Carolina Provincial Congress. I voted for war in 1775. In 1780, I sprained my ankle and was forced to leave Charleston. This saved me when that stupid brat, King George, and his stupid troops captured Charleston. After General Gates' army was defeated, I had the only troops in South Carolina. We hid out and made quick raids on British supply bases. There was a dumb, idiotic British cavalry officer named Banastre Tarleton who kept trying to catch me. I'll tell you a secret. I had a hideout on Snow Island. My life was exciting. Here is a week from my diary. August 9th, 1780. Today we attacked a British supply depot and stopped at our base at Snow Island. No injured men. Captured powder and ammunition. August 10th, 1780. Rescued captured American major. 1 man injured. August 11th, 1780. Captured British supply miner. August 12th, 1780. Rested today. August 13th, 1780. Raining, very muddy. Moved to a new camp. August 14th, 1780. Found British supply wagon stuck in mud. Captured. August 15th, 1780. Attacked British cavalry detachment. Thank you. Thank you.
I am Paul Revere. This is the year of 1770. There was a crowd of colonists in Boston, including Samuel Adams and I, and the British fired at us. We scattered and later named it the Boston Massacre. 1773. Samuel Adams, John Hancock, his Sons of Liberty, and I decided to have a Boston Tea Party. They assigned me to bring some things so that we could dress up as Indians. I gathered all the costumes together, everyone put one on, and we marched out to the awaiting British ships. We cut open every single bag of tea and we dumped it into the ocean. It was a mess. People were running about everywhere. It was fun though, also. We made the British very angry. When King George III heard about the tea party, he forced us to pay for the damage done, but we wouldn't. He also sent General Gage over to take charge of Boston. General Gage was a big, mean, low-down rat. He wouldn't let anyone in or out of Boston. Things were beginning to get worse. April 18, 1775. I was out spying with some British soldiers when I heard that they were planning to arrest Samuel Adams and John Hancock. Very quickly, I jumped on my horse and I rode to Joseph Warren's house. Joseph Warren is a Patriot leader. Joseph Warren sent William Dawes, Samuel Prescott, and I to spread the news. We were to watch for lanterns shining in the tower, one if by land, two if by sea. Suddenly, 2 lanterns shone from the tower. We set off to spread the news. The ride was amazing. I was captured by the British, but I escaped. I rode the rest of my route and I returned home.
was shot at Lexington. About 70 colonists were standing in Lexington waiting for the British. The British marched up and the first shot started an important war. We followed the British when they marched back to Concord, and we did that by hiding and firing at them. It was amazing. The British soldiers fell in groups, first one area and then the other. We had shot at the British quite a bit, but some soldiers were still marching. This was just the beginning.
I was an American patriot and politician. At the time of the Revolutionary War, I became the leading spokesman for American independence. My speeches and writings stirred my bad feelings among the colonists before the war. My activities had the patriots in Boston, especially my organization of the Boston Tea Party, helped force Great Britain to abandon policy of compromise. I was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. I was born in Boston, the son of a respected landowner and brewer, and the cousin of John Adams, and graduation from Harvard College. In 1740, I entered private business. I failed in this career, and by 1764, I was deeply in debt. I was as great a success in politics as I was failure in business. By 1764, I belonged to several Patriots clubs, and I was a prominent figure in Boston, in the Boston Tea Town meeting. I opposed the Sugar Act, the Stamp Act, and openly criticized British colony policy. I served in Massachusetts legislature from 1765 to 1774, and as its clerk, I corresponded widely and with other colony leaders. My constant criticism of the British helped bring on the Boston Massacre of 1770. In 1774, British passed the so-called Intolerable Act, which closed the port of Boston. We registered town meetings and ordered British troops quartered in the city. I called openly for registrations of Great Britain. I recommended that the colonists send delegates to Congress. The Massachusetts legislature sent me, along with 4 others, First Continental Congress in Philadelphia in 1774. I elected to the Second Continental Congress in 1775, and I pleaded for independence and a convention of the colonists. I narrowly escaped arrest by the British in Lexington while I was on my way to Philadelphia. I served in Congress until 1781. I spoke in favor of General George Washington as commander-in-chief, but later I criticized his conscience strategy. I left Continental Congress in 1781 to return to Boston. My support of the new federal Constitution of 1787 helped influence Massachusetts to ratify it. I served as governor for the United States from 1793 to 1797.
Come in. United States Collector, pay your tax. What? I paid my tax. The king wants your taxes. I did pay my taxes.
It's the tax collector. Ah! Wait, the king is a picklehead.
Wait, I'll pay her taxes.
Oh,
Well, okay. Now you owe me 2.
okay.
What? You don't have enough? I have to take your wife to jail. Wait. Wait, I have enough. Okay. Give me the money. Here's your wife back. Bye. Thanks a lot.
Well, General, the colonists are really acting up these days.
Yes, sir. What do you plan to do about it?
I'll send you over to be the governor of Massachusetts, and I want you to make some really strict laws.
Okay, when do I sail?
Tomorrow morning, Bushville, Hancock, and Adams.
I'll send 1,000 troops after them.
Good, good. And I want you to get rid of the Sons of Liberty. I hear they're getting more and more active.
All right, sir.
I'll have more troops waiting tomorrow morning at your ship.
Thank you, sir. With the Sons of Liberty acting up so much, do you think I'd need any men?
I will make arrangements for you to go straight to Boston, and when you get there, you will make your laws.
After I get to Boston, I'll propose a highway and put guards at every road in Boston.
Well, we'll show them hot-headed colonists that we mean business.
I'll get the troops to go and tell everyone in Boston they will not be allowed to leave Boston without proper authority.
Good idea. And you could also have them posted all around Boston.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Hi, my name is Anna Catherine Green. I spoke out against the Stamp Act in my newspaper, the Maryland Gazette. I was one of the brave people. Less than 2 years later, through the Parliament, passed then other taxes. These were taxes on lead, paints, glass, paper, and tea. These new taxes agreed the colonists just as the old ones did. At that time, they were also angry about something else. England had decided that British soldiers sent to America would live in the colonists' home.
In England, and he thinks he'll rule us here. I won't stand for that. England is so far away, and how will King George know what we do? Why do we sit around our houses doing nothing when we should be doing something? King George has some of us believing what he is doing is right. Do you think overtaxing the colonies is right? I don't. I think it's about time we fight for our rights and freedom. General Gates is a dang glass of skullball. Those redcoats are just a large group of wimps. I'm going to see that King George gets what he deserves.
I was ready to win, so I can go and fight and win against the lobster bats.
Hello, I'm a Minuteman, and I want to tell you about my life and sport. If I am called upon to fight, I will fight against England. And I think it's fair, even though if they have more men, we can fight it behind trees, fences, and other things. Button.
A Minuteman. In 1774, we had a war. Someone shot. We did not know who it was. After they ran, we followed back to Boston. After we got done, we shot 200 people.
Yeah.
Number one,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then, now, did you stop it?
Yeah, stop it. Now, let's see what this does.
Hello. I'm Samuel Adams. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts. I was one of the men who signed the Declaration of Independence. My cousin was John Adams. He was the leader in one of the town meetings. He says that I'm a plain, modest person. What he did was took a lot of patience and time. I was in an election favoring Jefferson. I lost. I organized the committees of correspondence.
I am Betsy Roth. I am an expert and I make flags in Philadelphia. My father was Samuel Briscoe. He was a Quaker carpenter. I have thought to make the first American flag. In 1774, I eloped with John Ross. Soon afterwards, he was killed. I took over his shop and became known as an expert seamstress. I remarried twice and had 7 daughters.
Shh, where do I turn it off?
Where's the power
Hmm? Yeah, it's still going though. Okay.
I'm Thomas Spike. I'm also part of the Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty were in Boston. My name is Priscilla. I've been trying to convince that I should go to work in Maine, finding out the British plans. So I went to work in Maine, finding out the British plans. Then I tell the plans that I found out to Johnny. Then he would tell the Sons of Liberty. My name is Priscilla and I am a daughter of Liberty. His organization was formed in the summer of 1765 to oppose the slave acts. The first attempt to stress taxation for the colonists. They got the name from a British parliament by Isaac Barr. He referred to the colonists that unjust British measures as the daughters of liberty. My name is Priscilla and I am a daughter of Liberty. I am a spy. I told Jerry to remain with the British until one day some of the Sons of Liberty got to me to want to see him, but Johnny did not get to go. Notice. The first battle at Lexington we lost to the British. There were only 70 of us, and that was no match for hundreds of trained soldiers. At the North Bridge, hundreds of Minutemen attacked the British.
I am the British General Gage. This is my soldier, Army Gas, and my other soldier, Emrag. We come to attack the colonists at Concord.
We're Minutemen and we were ready to fire in the men's notice. The first guy up Lexington, we lost to Lorton. There were only 70 us, and that was no match for hundreds of trained soldiers. At Northbridge, hundreds of Minutemen attacked the British.
I'm the British General Gage. We attacked the British first at Lexington. We won that battle, and then at Concord we lost.
Hi, I'm Sunny. Welcome to Hopewell News, coming to you live at 5. Tonight's top story is boy builds Ferris wheel with 308 popsicle sticks. He built 8 seats. Him and his sister and his mom had to eat 105 popsicle sticks. Now to Josh with sports.
Today the Lakers beat the Celtics 106 to 103. The Bucks beat Northwestern 75 to 60. Notre Dame wins in overtime over Duke 70 to 66. The HL girls knock off top Buckeye Central 41 to 35. And that's all in sports today.
Now I'm back. Now for some more news. Man runs marathon using his hands. He ran 26 miles in 2 hours. Now back to Ryan.
Up in Oregon, it's going to be high pressure. Down between Arizona and New Mexico, it's going to be low pressure. And up here by Mississippi and Alabama, there's low pressure. And down in Georgia, there's low pressure. It's moving.
Good morning.
And between Mississippi and Alabama, there's going to be low pressure. And down in Georgia, it's low pressure. It's moving high. That's all for the news. Back to you, Sarah.
I'm back and now for some more news. Boy found woman's legs in woods. Police say they're now looking for the woman. And a mother cut her son's head off for lying, and they found the body down the basement and the head in the kitchen. She used a 17-inch butcher knife and now to jail with report.
Hi, I'm Joe Stump. I'm here with Pee-wee and his mom. Pee-wee, are you friends with the cowboy on Pee-wee Playhouse?
Yes, really.
Do you like your son being friends with Cindy Lauper?
Oh, she's a sweet girl.
Do you like playing on Pee-wee's Playhouse? Does your husband like Pee-wee playing on it?
No.
Do you? Well, do you like playing on the house every Saturday, or do you play on it before and like every Saturday?
Really, every Saturday.
Do
Have you ever went with him on his thing, on his taping?
Once or twice.
What did you like your mom being with you?
Really?
Could you do the Pee Wee dance for us? Back to you, Sonny.
Thanks for tuning in on Hopewell Loudon. Come back tomorrow at 5. Thank you.
Hello, this is Leslie Dillon on Good Morning News. Retail sales fell in January to a seasonal adjusted price, $119.27 billion, from a revised $126.59 billion in December, the Conference Department reports. Now we'll go to Matt for the sports news.
Thank you, Leslie. Today I have with me Bernie Kosar of the Cleveland Browns. Bernie, what do you think of the offense and the defense of the Cleveland Browns?
Pretty good.
Do you think that Cleveland has done better or worse in their recent games?
Well, I like better.
What do you think of the Cleveland and Denver game?
Well, it was a hard game.
If you were to give yourself a rating from 1 to 10, what would you give yourself?
10.
That's it from sports now. Back to Leslie.
That was a wonderful interview, Matt. Now let's see what the weather is going to be.
Today we have sun. For Friday, it will be sunny. The temperature of 32. Saturday, cloudy. Temperature of 33. We have low pressure down in Tennessee. And up near Montana, low pressure. It's Leslie.
I guess it's going to be pretty pleasant today. Now we'll go to Missy for our report.
Hello, I am a fast story. There's just been a car accident. A woman was going very fast and she ran into another car. She was out screaming hysterical. It looked like a $1,000 car. And she was out there screaming like a little brat. Back to Leslie.
Thank you, Missy. Now we'll go to Lynn for an interview.
Hello, my name is Lynn. I'm interviewing Minnie Mouse today. So, Minnie, I understand that you work at Disney World. Is that true?
Yes.
Have you been very busy lately?
Yes, a lot of people have fun.
I understand that your job at Disney World is to talk to the children and show movies. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Do you do anything else at Disney World?
No.
Have you been making movies lately?
Yes, a few of them.
Do you enjoy making movies for the children?
Yes, I do.
Have you been traveling to Disneyland too?
Yes.
Do you enjoy your job at Disneyland?
Yes, I do.
Does it mean a lot to you?
Yes.
Do you think children all over the world will like to watch you all the time?
Yes.
Do you make cartoons now at Disneyland for children? How many people do you say you would talk to? How many children do you say you talk to in about a day?
About 3,000.
How many people do you think go to Disney World in a year's period?
About 48,000.
That's a lot. Now let's talk about your acting career. Do you like being an actor?
Yes.
Movies you do, do you get like the write up script or anything? Think of it as a part,
Some of the parts.
Okay. Back to you, Leslie.
I guess that's all, folks. Thank you for watching this.
Welcome to Boston News. Hi, I'm Chrissy Addy with some of the latest news. In some places, open handles for gas pumps are becoming legal, but some people are afraid they might overflow and cause a fire. But some people think it would be a good idea so they could go in their cars on cold days or go in and pay for their gases. Okay, now let's go to Missy with her interview.
Thank you, Chrissy. Miss Anna, where were you born and raised? Bay City, Michigan. Are you married? Yes, I'm married to Sean Penn. When were you married? Oh, August 16th, 1985 on my 27th birthday. Did you wake up to be a singer? No, when I was younger, I wanted to be a nun. Who was your first debut on? Madonna featuring Borderline and Holiday. A lot of people compare you with Marilyn Monroe. Do you think you're like her? No, she's had a lot of tragedies in her life, and I've been very fortunate. I have a great feeling with it. Do you have choice plans for the United States this year? No, I'm going to Europe and Japan. When was it that you weren't sure as a child? No, not yet. We'd like to enjoy our lives a little bit more, but someday we'd like to have a family of our own. Are you a material girl? No, not really. Money has helped me buy material things, but it's also helped me be able to give a lot too. Thank you. Susan, what do you think about my aunt? She's still pretty good. Are you jealous of my daughter? Sometimes. You have a kid? Yeah, because she was always daddy's girl. Maybe left in the shoe kind of cute. Are you happy with my dad's girl? Yeah. Would you like to get into singing? No, not really. I'm happy with what I got. Thank you. That's
Thank you, Missy. Now let's go to Charles Hostler with his weather.
Thank you, Chrissy. In Montana, we have a high which should be moving down into Iowa in about by Thursday. And in Kentucky and Tennessee, we have a low which will be moving up into Delaware and then going out into the Atlantic Ocean. And we have a warm front which should bring a lot of rain to Florida. And we have a cold front which should be going down into Cuba. And this high up here will bring plenty of rain no rain to Iowa, which will be going through South Dakota. Back to you, Chrissy.
Thank you, Chip. Now let's go to Jenny Burns with her sports.
Hi, hello, I'm Jenny Burns. I'm in sports. The Hopewell Loudon 7th grade boys basketball team have won the MAL championship Saturday. Their season record is 16-0. The top five scorers are Scott Sarbo, Brandon Zoller, Randy Smith, Ryan Vore, and Troy Brightwell. The leading rebounder was Randy Smith. The team had a total of 666 points this year, and the opponents had 307. The average point per game was 41.6. Opponent 19.1. Field goal percentage is 39%, and rebound percentage is 40%. Average rebounds per game are 28.6. And now for high school sports. Hopewell Loudon defeated Old Fort 64-36. Buckeye Central over Calvert 72-54. Norwalk over Columbian 86-67. And New Rigo lost to Van Buren 63-57. That's all for sports. Now back to Chrissy.
Thank you, Jenny. Seneca County official job was ended this year with an upswing.
The unemployment rate for the county edged back above 11%. In December 1986, according to the latest figures from the Ohio Bureau of Unemployment Services, the Bureau's labor forces estimate show Seneca with an 11.1%. Jobless rate for the last month of 1986. It is not alone with the increase. All but one of the neighboring counties saw unemployment rates rise in December. Crawford County's rate continued at least a 3-month slide towards single digits. All but the area counties posted their lower jobs rate compared to the previous December with one exclamation, Seneca. The local jobless rate was 10.9% in December 1985, according to the OBES. Now we're done for tonight. Thank you for watching Best in the News. Good night.
Here we are at WHLS. There's been a feud between Cyberchopper and Bruce Willis. This is only one of the problems of the show Moonlighting. According to insiders, the producer's mind-melting perfectionism is keeping the show behind schedule. Now Jamie Hill with weather.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I'm here with the weather. We have a high pressure in Colorado, low pressure in Iowa, and low pressure in Arkansas. There's a tornado in Texas, which will break down all the buildings. We're going to have snow in Ohio with a chance of 14 inches. Higher pressure in Pennsylvania. There's an earthquake in Washington. And Friday, we're expecting sunny weather. Saturday, it's going to be cloudy weather. And Sunday, we're going to have rain. Now back to Rachel.
Thank you, Jamie. Now we will go to an interview with Mary with Cindy Lawford.
Thank you, Rachel. And now, when did your tour begin?
Some 35 minutes around.
Do you have anyone special in your life?
Yes, Dave Wolf and Andrew.
Do you have any friends made it with marriage?
If we ever get on this tour.
When did you meet Dave?
At a party near the end of 1980.
Thank you. Now back to Rachel.
Thank you, Mary. Now to Brad with the sport.
Thank you, Rachel. Now in for sports. In basketball, LA Lakers won a victory over Boston Celtics 106-103. Richie Bell of Finley High's basketball scored 2 out of 31 points to a victory over Moscow. In racing, Bill Elliott won a second 500 Dayton race. Geoff Bodine, losing a high-stakes gamble, ran out of gas 3 laps before the finish. Thank you. Now back to Rachel.
Thanks, Brad. Now to an interview.
Okay, run away to jail. Can I call you JR?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your father being president?
Well, it's pretty nice, but sometimes it has its problems.
Okay. When your father retires, would you like to take his place?
Not really.
Does it bother you that your father is always talking about his country?
Not really.
Does your father really love his country?
Yeah, I think he does.
That's it, folks. Now back to Rachel.
Good night from WHLS, and have a good tomorrow.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 6 o'clock evening news, WWHL, here in Bascom, Ohio. Our top news item for today is about the Soviet plane being shot down. The plane was hit by a rocket taking off from Afghanistan. 30 people were killed because of the crash. The people who were killed included women, children, and 6 crew members. It is not yet revealed who fired the rocket. Now we will tune in with Tony Umpenauer for the weather.
Hi, my name is Tony Umpenauer. For today's weather, low, partly rainy in Ohio, cold front moving toward Ohio, low pressure down here, low pressure in Arizona, and a warm front heading through North Dakota and South Dakota, and all that. And then, about 75 in Florida, 32 in Ohio, and 63 in New Mexico. Monday, chance of snow. Tuesday, sunshine, and then Wednesday, partly cloudy. And that's today's weather. Now back to the anchor, Jody Scott.
Thank you, Tony. An 11-year-old cat saved 6 people from a fire but failed to survive himself. His name was Puff. Puff got up in the middle of the night and scratched on the bedroom door of Garfield and Carol Brayman, and they woke immediately, got their children and niece up, and ran outside. If it wasn't for Puff, they wouldn't have had time to get out of there. Now we will tune in with Joe Moda for the report with Bernie Kosar.
Now make sure you look at the camera. Scoot around a little bit more this way. All right, we're in the locker room, right?
I guess. Hi, Bernie.
Hi.
What happened in the last game?
Pass defense was great, and we couldn't get passes off, and their rush was, our men couldn't stop them.
What about the big guys? What happened to them?
Denver's? Well, a few got injured. A few got taken out of the game for a while. And that's about it.
Well, the most part that I was interested in was when last time you guys went to make your kicks and they were.
Well, I was a little upset about that. I couldn't get my passes on target. My men weren't getting open very well. And we just didn't do as well as we should.
Well, that's the end of my story. Now back to Jody Moore.
Thank you, Joe. Hundreds of people mourned Liberace at a service last Friday, and President Reagan sent a telegram. Famous pianists had been exposed to the AIDS virus. A test of Liberace's blood showed that it was positive he had AIDS. Now he is no longer with us. Now we will go to Brian Tishy for the sports.
Hopewell boys by clip off Old Fort by 28. The score was Hopewell 64, Old Fort 36. Buckeyes Central beat Calvert by 18 points. The score was Buckeyes 72, Calvert 54. Now let's go to the Lakers beat the Celtics by 3 points. The score was 106, 100 to 103. Now let's go to the college, Michigan. Let's flat to Michigan later by 9. The score was 90-81. That's all.
Thanks, Brian. Our last news item for today is based on the party for President Reagan. He was told he was to get a briefing on a government program when he walked into a party for his 76th birthday last Friday. Hundreds of White House employees were awaiting him, and he grinned broadly at the sight of them. He was happy about the party. Now we will tune in with Joe Moda again while he interviews Ewok.
Isn't it interesting to be in the movies?
Yes, it is.
Do you have a lot of fun and stuff?
Yes.
Is it interesting to meet major movie stars?
Yes.
Is it important to memorize your moves and stuff?
Yes.
That's it for my story. Back to Jody Moore.
Okay, Joe. Thank you for tuning in with WWHL, and we hope to see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Hi, welcome to the GOFY. First, we're going to start off with Doug Anderson.
Hi, my name's Doug Anderson. I'm going to give you a weather report today. See, the Rocky Mountains are going to get a cold front, and it's going to be cloudy, and have a high pressure. Around the fronts, there's going to be some violent storms. Las Vegas might get one. Looking over here, the Appalachian Mountains are getting some cold weather, and there's going to be some violent storms around here. And it's going to be cloudy, it's going to be high pressure. There's going to be some warm air coming down by Ohio, and there's low pressure. Down here in Texas, there's going to be some warm air, there's low pressure, and it's sunny down here. Up in Ohio, it should be around in the 40s, and down in Texas, it should be in the 70s. And then the Rocky Mountains over here, it should be below zero. In the Appalachian Mountains, it should be below zero too. Thank you. That's all. Now over to Bon Jovi.
Hi, I'm back again. Well, we gotta go to the John Cannon, and he's interviewing a Pepsi or a Pepsi machine, or I forget.
Hello. Today I have Mr. Pepsi here with me. I'm going to interview him. How does it feel to be a pop king?
Not too good. It's cold in here.
Did you ever wonder what it's like to be human?
No.
Have you been recycled?
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
I don't feel too good. How would you like to be ripped into a million pieces?
How does it feel to be in a pop machine?
I don't feel too good. It's freezing.
Have you made any friends or foes?
I made a lot of foes.
Who?
Like the cocaine, the diabetes.
Okay, that's all. Now back to Bon Jovi.
Thanks, John. Next time I'll remember to buy a Pepsi can. Might end up with the same guy, you never know. So now we're going to go to the sport. Jeremy Jennings.
Betsville beat Old Fort by 64-54, and
Buckeyes beat Hopewell by 90 to 81. In Cincinnati, score was 50 and Cleveland score was 20. That's all.
Yeah, that'll be all for today's on channel GOFY. See you tomorrow or some other day. I might be absent tomorrow.
Hi, this is Hopewell Loudon News. I'm Carrie Cooper. Corey Elmers for sports, for weather. Don Myers for sport. Chrissy is for reporter. Chris is going to talk to President Reagan and Refrigerator Perry. Cooks are closing down because they're not making enough money. Bowling Green has 3 murderers. Medical Center of Ohio gets okay for heart transplant. Now here's Corey.
Hi, I'm Corey Almer, and now let's take a look at our weather map. Today, a high in Nebraska and a warm front coming in towards Missouri and Kansas. A high in Montana, a low down by San Diego, and in Texas, a cold front is coming up to Arkansas. A low in Alabama, and now let's go to our school report. Today, Hopewell Loudon will be canceled, and Old Fort will be delayed for 3 hours. Now back to you, Carrie.
Two sisters gave birth on the same day, one boy and one girl. In Cleveland, a girl stopped a plane because her husband put a bomb on it. Fortunately, nobody was injured. Now here's Don Myers.
Hi, this is Hopewell Loudon Sports. Hopewell Loudon has played a game last night at 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. Ohio State beat Michigan 35 to 20. Cleveland Browns and the Cowboys played good. The Browns won 40 to 35, and that's all for sports. Hi, this is Dawn Myers, and I am interviewing Nikki Kappas with basketball. Nikki, how do you feel about the game?
I feel real good about it, and I think our team can do a lot better.
How do you think the other people on your team feel?
I think they feel good too, and they might try to work up and get higher scores.
How do you feel about your score?
I think I can raise it a little more with a little more practice.
Okay. Thank you. This is all for the interview.
Whitney Houston won 5 Grammy Awards. Mel Fisher found treasure. 956 silver bars, 315 emeralds, 115 gold bars. When will Americans go into space? They think they will go into space February 1988. Now here's Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Sears, and I am interviewing Refrigerator Perry. Hi.
Hi.
Why can't you lose weight?
Well, I just can't lose weight.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
Why do you think one of the main reasons is that you didn't go to Super Bowl this year?
Well, because McMahon got hurt.
Why do you think the Packers tried to hurt him?
Because we won the Super Bowl last year.
And you think they're jealous?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for Chris Sears. Now back to our anchor, Carrie.
70,000 people watched America. Gasoline is going up. Meat progressors could be going out of business. Water swims with shark. Rescuers try to save whales. Boy swims on girls' team. man used hands to run the aircraft. And now back to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Sears again, and with me today is President Reagan. Hi, President.
Hi, Chris.
Why did you decide to quit acting a couple years ago?
Well, I thought politics would be more interesting.
Oh, why do you think that the Contras got the arms?
Well, see, first we sent to Switzerland, and then put it in a Swiss bank account, and then sent to Iran, which Iran sent to Nicaragua, and then they fought against Iran.
Oh, I see. Do you think the Contras would try to hurt America with all the arms they got from Iran?
Well, I'm not sure, but I sure hope not.
Oh, well, that concludes my story. Back to our anchor.
And that's the end of Hopewell Loudon's News Tonight. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to WKK News Today. The top story is a State Department officer named Francis McNeil has quit his job and is criticizing the way the government is handling the people involved in the Iran-Contra affair. He says it was similar to in the 1950s, what Senator Joseph McCartney, Republican Wisconsin, when he hunted out communists. Now for our weather with Leslie Smith.
As you can see, the Rocky Mountains will be having cold weather ranging from 32 to 10 below zero. As we look down here around Mexico and Arizona, they will be having low pressure, which will bring them warmer weather. As we look over here in the northern states, they'll see a cold front moving in, which will bring them maybe some snow flurries. Snow around Virginia and California through South Carolina. Florida will be having warm weather ranging from 50 to 60. In the middle states, from Kansas to Missouri, they'll be having cool weather. That's all for our weather forecast today. Now back to Matt.
Now, more news. Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Shimur arrived today from New York to talk to Secretary of State George Shultz and President Reagan. He will see Reagan at the White House and tomorrow. And he says that he's made a personal promise to Reagan to not reveal anything about the Iran-Contra scandal. He also, one of the things he will be talking about is that scandal. Now for our sports, Josh Hammonds.
The Kings beat the Bulls 124-120. The 76ers beat the Knicks 111-101. Bucks beat the Nets 128-124. Rockets beat the Mavericks 105-100. Jazz beat the Celtics 109-89. 109-8. Bullets beat the Suns 124-102. Trailblazers beat Clippers 110-105. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Josh. Lee Iacocca is not going to be running for president in the 1988 election. He may run in 1992. Now for a roving reporter, Amy Mongeau.
Thank you, Matt.
Now we are going to have 2 stars. The first star is going to be Bobby Fischer, the world famous and undefeated chess player. Can you tell us how and when you got started playing chess?
Well, a friend taught me when I was 10.
Does your family play chess?
No.
Do you know how many people you have defeated?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't usually keep track of that.
What do you think about? What do you think?
Well, maybe in the 50s.
Does your family approve of you playing chess?
Yes.
Will you name the chess pieces for us, please?
Okay. This here is a pawn. There are exactly 8 pawns in the game. This is a knight, one of their most valuable pieces. This is a king, probably most famous. This is a rook, or a castle. This is the bishop, and this is the queen, the most valuable piece in the game.
Well, thank you very much, and we hope to see you again. Well, our next guest is Karen from Growing Pains. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Can you tell us how you got started in show business?
I had some relation.
Anyone we know?
No.
No? Do you like the part you play in Growing Pains?
Yes.
I bet this is on everybody's mind. How much money do you make a year?
100,000.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Now back to you, Matt.
Thank you, and join us tomorrow morning at 9.
Welcome to the Sunrise News, Channel 37. Matt Meat Packer have beef with stage agreement. All the states are going to do is make the employment line longer. Meat Packer Von Moore said at the heart of it all is a small business issue. Water said that there will be some business that will close because they can't see their way clean the language. A new gym is what Hopewell Loudon School is getting. Well, here's Andrea Cox. Kidnappers for Hashmas is off. Kidnappers holding 3 Americans and India said in a state agreement released Saturday that a possible deal to trade them for 400 Ukrainian prisoners in Israel was off. Hello, my name is Stephanie Brenda. Next is Andrea Cox. I'm reporting Banana. Hello, I'm Andrea Cox. Hello, I'm Andrea Cox, and today I have Madonna with me. Madonna, what do you think the outcome of your future will be?
Well, I think I'll still be singing as a rock star, and I think I'll be starting to sing some songs.
Have you ever had a man in your life?
Well, yes, my husband, but since I got a divorce, I think I'm going to be a rock star instead of getting married.
Have you ever thought of dating again?
Well, not really.
Is it hard to make these videos?
Well, it's easy. All you have to do is just think of what you're going to do and you can do it.
Okay, well, thank you. Now back to Andrew for another interview. Hello, I'm back, and today I have with me Sonny Crockett, Don Johnson from Miami Vice, and Tubbs, Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice. Now, Don Johnson, do you enjoy working with Philip Michael Thomas? Yeah. Do you enjoy working with Don Johnson? Yes. What do you think the number one top show of all your shows has been? Two. Okay, have you ever had a woman in your life? Yeah. What's her name? I forget. Have you ever had a woman in your life? Nope. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. I will be transport and Fort dying boy Ronald Reagan's cause beat. Touched by flag of dying 7-year boy who needs a life transplantation from colon cancer to fast food restaurant works following President Reagan led with Friday and other student pledge night. At least 3 businesses called to pledge $5 each, quickly offset the more than $4,000 by Brandon John's classmates, but Thursday by the school in front entrance. Brandon, who is a Miami Children's Hospital, was treated by telephone Wednesday from Vice President George Bush and President Reagan, who promised he would send a Democrat. Now for the weather. Hi, I'm Nikki Claus with the weather. And today we are having some high pressure over Kansas moving. Some colder weather. And in Texas, we are expecting some thunderstorms. And up in Nebraska, we should have some snow. And over in Ohio, Pennsylvania, there's a high pressure moving colder weather. And then down in Florida, we will have high pressure, low pressure, around 80, and the temperature will be around 80 degrees. And over in California, we're expecting some bad weather. I'm expecting some tornadoes. And over here in Utah and Idaho, we're expecting high pressure or being colder weather. And down in Mexico and Arizona, we have low pressure. And right in here, there should be a front bringing warm weather. And Missouri and Arkansas will have warm weather. And that is all for the news. That's Stephanie. Thank you, Dickie. Now for the sports. Sport breaking news on how to do the sports. Thank you.
At Bascom Thursday night, there was a wrestling match. Jason Lucek, Chris D. Trey, Bob Schwartzmiller, Tim Beidle Cheese, Joel Margrove, Bryce Anderson, Milton Faber, Bob Goshi, and Dave Rankin heavyweight were top 10, 59-6, defeated Riverdale. That's all.
Thank you, Mark. Good night.
Hello, my name is Jody Depp, and welcome to the WKRB Bascom, Ohio. Brett fell through the ice on the lake area, and he survived under the water. And so Mr. Pressler and saved him. Here's William for the weather.
In South Dakota and Nebraska, there will be a warm front moving towards the high. Right now, Missouri and Illinois have high pressure. be one but moving towards Ohio. Illinois and Missouri have a high pressure, which will soon be moving out through Kentucky and over near the Rocky Mountains. High pressure is moving forward after low pressure. And Texas got low pressure and high of 60. In South Dakota, Nebraska will have a high 40. Over in the Rocky Mountains, they will have a high of 20. It'll be in the teens tonight. And Illinois and Missouri and Arkansas will have high pressure of high of 17. This is extended forecast. Friday is sunny, partly cloudy. Saturday, the chance of snow. And Sunday, there'll be a chance of snow again. So the high for those 3 days will be 30, low of 20. 15% chance of precipitation. Winds will be out of the northeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour.
There was this man jogging. He was jogging around about 8 miles around the block. Now here's Frankie for the sport.
In pro basketball, Chicago beat New York 112 to 108. Detroit blew out Philadelphia 125 to 107. Dallas rolled over the LA Clippers 138 to 107. New Jersey won Cleveland 120 to 104. LA Lakers barely beat Boston 106 to 103. In college basketball, Ohio State defeated Northwestern 75 to 60. Cleveland beat up on Eastern Illinois 92 to 67. Central Michigan had a good day against Toledo 80 to 67. Notre Dame defeated Duke 70 to 66 in overtime. In auto racing, Bill Elliott won the Daytona 500. And that's all for sports. Now back to you, Jody.
There was this boy. He was in the kitchen, and the mom cut off the son's head, and they found his head in the basement. Now here's Barry and Lori.
Hi, I'm Barry Cox, and I'm here with Lori Rubshaw, and she just won the lottery. Well, Lori, what are you going to do with your money?
I don't know, I might keep it for the bank.
Are you going to do the lottery again? And if you do you think you're going to win?
I don't think I'll do it because I'll probably lose.
How much money did you have?
13,000.
Well, that's all for the interview. Back to Jody.
Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching WKRB back from Ohio.
Hi, I'm Jessica Volkmer from WTBC in Bascom, Ohio. Today's main story is Runaway Boy Leads on High-Speed Chase. 17-year-old runaway boy from Boardman, Ohio, led officials from several law enforcement agencies on a high-speed chase early Wednesday morning. The chase started at 2:45 a.m. The boy who was driving a car ran a red light. The vehicle had crashed. The boy fled on foot. He was tracked down by a search dog and caught by police. He was charged with reckless driving, fleeing and eluding, no license, and driving on expired plates. Now, with Joel with an interview.
Hi, this is Joe Siri coming in with Madonna for an interview.
Well, Madonna, how does it feel to be a rock star?
Pretty good.
How old are you?
29.
Would you like to do any more movies?
Yeah, probably.
Did you always want to be a rock star?
No, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor.
How do you feel about getting a divorce with Sean Penn?
I'm glad.
Okay, that's all. Not a Brett.
Hi, I'm Brett Russell and from WTVS News in Western Ohio. Last year, the space shuttle blew up with Kristen McCall, the school teacher. Apparently, the officials who judged the space shuttle were wrong. The space shuttle blew up, and the Navy went out to search for it, but they couldn't find anything. So, and here's Ryan with sports. I mean weather.
Thanks, Brett. We have a cold front moving low pressure out of the way, so there will be some heavy rains down in the borderline of Mississippi and Alabama. We have another one, some light rains in Nebraska. We have a warm front moving high pressure out of the line. Some snow in Iowa, temperatures in Ohio dropping from 32 to 28, 32 in Indiana, 40 in Kentucky, 42 in Tennessee, colder in Kansas than earlier. Near Wichita will be very cold. We have some heavy rains coming down in here from up here, should be coming down. The snow will be coming down in there with it, so it should make some ice. Back to you, Jessica.
Thanks, Ryan. There are two or three boys who ask children, mostly without fathers, to go to games or to movies. To pay them back, the boys had to make movies with them. The three got around 100 boys. Now here's Chad with sports.
Okay, in high school basketball, we've got Hopewell Loudon boys beating Oakford by a score of 64 to 36, and Hopewell Loudon girls beating the #1 ranked team, Buckeye Central, 41 to 35. In college, we got Ohio State topping Northwestern 75 to 60. The Bucks are 8-5 in conference and 7-8 overall. And Notre Dame upsets Duke 66 in overtime. And in pros, we have LA Lakers coming back and beating Boston Celtics by 106 to 103. Irving Magic Johnson collected 39 points and spitted in 10 assists, while the Cavs lose to the New Jersey Nets 120 to 104, while Bill Elliott wins the Daytona 500. This is all for sports. Now back to you, Jessica and Brett.
That's all for today, and that's the way it is here on WTVS Basketball Ohio.
Hello, this is WJRK, Channel 71. Hi, my name is Ann Rather, and here is Andrew Regai with your morning weather, sports.
Thank you, Anna. Big Ten, Indiana Hoosiers in 3 overtimes beat Wisconsin 86 to 85. Now Indiana is their record is 12-1. NBA scores for last Sunday: New Jersey clobbered Cleveland 120 to 104. Portland beat Atlanta 98 to 93. The LA Lakers beat Boston 106 to 103. This Sunday, Seattle will play at Cleveland, Golden State at India, and Sacramento at Chicago, New Jersey at Milwaukee, Philadelphia at New York, Dallas at Houston, Boston at Utah, Washington at Phoenix, and Portland at the LA Clippers. Thank you, that's all for sports.
President Aquino of the Philippines
youngest daughter, Chris, age 16, has been offered a role in the Halloween movie starring Chuck Norris. Now here's Jason with your weather.
We're going to have some snow flurries here in Wisconsin, and it's heading down towards Colorado. We're going to have some rainstorms in Ohio. And down in Colorado, we're going to have about 3 to 4 inches of snow. And in Wisconsin. Thank you, Anna. Back to you. Anna.
In Washington State, there is a town called George. This year, they are celebrating their 255th birthday of the first president. The birthday of the president is the size of a door. Now here's Jan live reporting.
Thank you, Anne. I'm here with a Crayola fan from the Crayola Company. How many colors does the Crayola Company have? Oh, 128. What is the amount of money that you working at the Crayola Company make? $5.50 per hour? Yes. Describe the best-selling colors. They're light and bright markers. Could you show them to us? Here they are. What all do you do there? I make crayons and I do something. Do you like working at the Crayola Company? Yes. Could you show us the best-selling markers? Yep. These light and light colors. What about the crayons? 64 crayons and the fluorescent. What is the newest invention of the Crayola Company? The light and bright. Okay, thank you. Now back to you.
Toledo has been picked the 1991 sit for the amateur bowling tournament. 5,000 bowlers are expected and will spend $35 million. This is Ann Rather. Tune in tomorrow for more news at 3. Good afternoon and welcome to Spotlight News, Weather and Sports. I'm Missy Smith for Spotlight News, and now for the world news. Israelis are not aware of any hostage talks. Israel's ministry is not aware of allied talks with Muslims on an exchange for prisoners for hostages, the ministry sources said. New information on our RAND panel says, the commission investigating the National Security Council and the U.S. sale of weapons to Iran talked to the president for 2 hours and said it had found out new information to delay in completion of its reports. And now for all you sports fans, here's Jamie Brandt with the sports.
Thank you, Missy. In college basketball, Indiana beat Wisconsin in 3 overtimes, 86-85. In the NBA, Cleveland Cavs beat Seattle 105-94. Sacramento beat Chicago 124-120 in overtime. Milwaukee beat New Jersey 128-124. Houston beat Dallas 105-100. In high school basketball, the New Lego Blue Jackets girls It is their second mall title with win over Fremont St. Joe's 66-42. In the National Hockey League, Calgary breaks 9-year losing streak at Philadelphia, beating them 5-0. Now back to Missy.
Thank you, Jamie. And now for the national news. Michigan site among 10 studied for MX bases. The Air Force has chosen 10 flight bases in 8 states plus Michigan for consideration as garrisons for MX missiles that would be put on rail cars, and said the Pentagon. Now to Mary Jo with the weather.
Hi, thanks, Missy. Today the temperature, the high will be 20 degrees and the low will be 10. Humidity 74%. Dew point, there's no dew point. Precipitation snowed 1 to 2 inches. Barometer 30. Winds 32 miles per hour. Northeast wind chill factor 18. There's some lows down here in Georgia, and then we're moving up to Illinois, another low here, we're going up to here in North, South Dakota and North Dakota. Over here in Arizona, there's 55 degrees, and then we're moving up here to North Dakota. Light showers up here, tropical air between Oregon and California. Thunderstorms in Nevada and Utah. Sunny in Illinois. Sunny down here in Mexico. We'll have snow in Ohio. Winds from the northeast. There's high pressure here. 17 in Michigan, light showers in Wyoming, tropical air in California with 80 degrees. Now back to Missy.
Thank you, Mary Jo. Jetliners fly new path above East, part of the United States. The jetliners today began flying above the eastern United States, raising the likelihood of on-time flight, but giving air traffic controllers new problems over staffing and training. And now we have a special interview with Mary Jo.
Thank you, Missy. Now I'm going to interview Mr. Rubik and Mr. Cube. That's Rubik's Cube. Mr. Cube, what is the Rubik's Cube made of?
Plastic, and we put stickers for the colors on the little cubes.
How long does it take to make a Rubik's Cube?
It takes about 2 hours. I'm using the machine.
Do you play with them a lot, Mr. Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the Rubik's magic, Mr. Cube?
It's a little chain with little squares on it, and you have to try to get the little squares in the right category.
How do you make how much do you make yours a week?
Between $2 million and $1 million.
How long have you been in business?
For about 5 years.
Mr. Rubik, tell how you got interested in
I did some puzzles when I was little, and
middle one. And this one here, it's a triangle, and it's about the same as this.
This is one of the famous ones. And this is the star.
Okay, thank you for coming to talk to us about that news. Now back to you.
Thank you, Mary Jo. I hope you have enjoyed listening and watching to us, and have a pleasant afternoon.